Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your boy King Kale here, coming at you with another video. Today is going to be something that I'm going to try to have as sort of a reoccurring video happening on this channel, where I get at least 3 to 4 different gaming news topics and talk about them to bring variety to the channel and maybe some gaming news you don't particularly know about. Now, I happen to watch game trailers on YouTube sparingly, but when I stumbled upon some good games that I want to know about. There was one game in particular that I was very intrigued with, and this game is called Anthem. Now, if you have not seen the gameplay demo, you can look it up. It's all over YouTube, wherever you feel. This game came hitting me out of nowhere with its beautiful lush landscape and amazing graphics, giving it a more real than most games as of late. Anthem is going to be epic. Now, Anthem's trailer was played during Electronic Arts EA Play 2017 press conference, showcasing BioWare's newest major game, which is Anthem. After Mass Effect Andromeda, which was a big disappointment to many for some reason, following the amazing Mass Effect trilogy released beforehand. Anthem is a Destiny-inspired online action role-playing game that has an Attack on Titan feel, meaning that there is a city surrounded by a wall to protect people from giant monsters that live outside of it, alongside people with specialized training who go out to protect it wearing suits called Javelin, which in my opinion reminds me of the mechs in Titanfall, but smaller, more to the effects of an exosuit that covers your whole body. This game is a whole lot different than the story-driven, world-engrossing single-player games released by BioWare, those being Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Here's all I have discovered about this game. Like I said before, Anthem functions a lot like Destiny with its bigger story type missions, and the smaller missions and loot different weapons from various enemies you fight in the game. But unlike most open world multiplayer experiences, in the trailer no health bar appeared above the enemies' heads in the trailer. Also based off the trailer, I think that it'll be up to a squad of 4 like most recent multiplayer open world experiences, but in the trailer it was only a 2-man squad that was shown, and of the smaller of the 2-man squad wearing the javelins, the smaller javelin suit is named Ranger. It looks to be more balanced based, with the bigger one being called Colossus. Based off the trailer, the javelins will probably be built off of like a light or heavy or balanced, and like maybe one specialized type of javelins. We've seen so far only the balanced and the heavy in the trailer, but there hasn't been any other type shown yet. Also based on Destiny, the weapons have different stats for every aspect of the weapon. That's pretty much all the studio of BioWare has released, with a little slip up of a possible VR side experience, with a writer from the studio posting a picture at a holiday party on Twitter with something labeled Anthem VR. So it may be possible for the game, considering VR is the new wave, and I'm sure every company is trying to ride it. And the game is expected to be released sometime in the fall of 2018, so expect another one of these videos when more of the game is shown. Now, The Last of Us to me was the best solo player experience involving zombies I think ever. Like, yes, Resident Evil is a classic, and you can even put Silent Hill into the pool as well, but to me no other game has drawn more emotion from me than this. A spoiler alert, I know this game is old, but there's some people who's like, I haven't played it. If you have not played the game, but the scene where the military man shoots Joel's daughter, because out the gate you get attached to the child, just the way that the game starts and sets it up, and the scene brought me to having to hold back me tears. That's how strong of an emotion it got out of me, that scene. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the game. But with the sequel dropping since it was first announced, I was all types of excited. Now, with 2018 being around the corner, the game should be dropping soon, so this is all I could dig up about the game. The game is set 5 years after the events of the first game, with a visibly older Ellie and Joel, taking place in Seattle. I'm really excited to hear the voice actors Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson have returned to reprise their roles as the 2 titular characters. Naughty Dog has done a phenomenal job of keeping a lot of the game under wraps, with a lot of the news either being speculation or pointed out through the 2 trailers that were released recently. The writer for the first Last of Us has not returned for the sequel, taking a much needed break after games like Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us being back-to-back hits. So I wonder how the game's story will play out without the head writer on the project. But besides that, there are two new characters. They are siblings named Lev and Yara, voiced by Ian Alexander and Victoria Grace. Alongside them joins Laura Bailey, playing an unnamed character shown hanging in the second trailer. A release date or release week, month even, is an assumption at most, and by yours truly, it'll be released either towards the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019. Because as of December 9th this year, they have stated that the game is 50 to 60% complete. So it's over a year and some change since its announcement in 2016. So another year and some change and it should be all the way completed. That's just your basic mathematics right there, boys. The one scene in the game I'm excited for is if and probably when Ellie finds out that Joel killed the doctors that could have made a cure to the virus. Off of the first game, that's also another spoiler alert. Like I said, this game is mad old. If you haven't stumbled upon the ending or stumbled upon the beginning of the game or played it for yourself, you kind of suck. You're kind of missing out. Anyway, that's all for the game side of the video, and now to a more somber topic that I was just going through video game news on Google, and I just go and tap different articles, read, put them together, see what's going to stick. And it was brought up that a newly discovered mental health condition is gaming disorder. Now, time to get you guys a definition for the gaming disorder. I'm putting my smart voice on, so.
A gaming disorder is characterized by a pattern of persistence in recurrent game behavior, either offline or online, manifested by increasing priority of gaming over to the extent gaming takes precedence over other life interests and daily activity.
That's about as long as I'm going to read it because it is a rather long definition. But it is being recognized as a mental disorder. So in the article, there was no cure besides what they do with other mental disorders, which is like heavy medication or therapies, different types of weeks. It depends on your level. Like for me, the game doesn't take over my life, but I do have to learn to take my own medication, my very own patented cure made from 100% natural fruits and preservatives. I call it taking a break. When the game starts taking a toll on you, on me, and on whoever, I do not do this, but I'm going to start practicing it. Is I turn it off, watch a video, listen to music, or even go to a different game. Now, the different game part, I do that, but it takes a long time for me to do that. Like sometimes playing 2K, I just suffer through it instead of, switching. And that's with any game, 2K, Overwatch. I haven't gotten mad at Fortnite yet, or Star Wars, so I can't really say those. I've done it on Rainbow Six. Once you go to a different game, you should stay on there until you think you are calm enough to go back to the other game. And when you do get that feeling that you can go back to the other game, should probably wait a little bit longer. Because I mean, for me, if I go right back to 2K after playing a little bit of something else and something bad happens, I just go back to exactly how I felt right before I got off 2K in the first place or something like that. So that's all for this one, guys. On the gaming disorder topic, if it becomes beyond your control, please seek professional help. And this has been King Kale. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also leave a comment about any of the topics today, and I will catch you guys on the flip.